Yep, he does. And it's a pretty big lineup he's normally a backup center. But then also has Justin Folkers off the bench as well as Derek Meager.
And Derek brings offense. He brings, great passing. So a little umph off the bench, probably what we got planned. Well, then he gets a turnover, first play.
Brendan Boomsma gets knocked away twice.
Yeah.
He and Adam Hofer, they get it to Kilgore. He faces up, pivots, kicks it out to Bars. Yep, they're going to call that on Mayville.
So Mayville attacking, being aggressive on the passing lanes. We just need to be a little sharper, a little cleaner, not so casual, because we've seen those Mayville teams be aggressive.
Oh, my. And how's that for a quick substitute? 31 seconds into the game. And Connor Quinn comes in for Jamal Bronco. The floater, Kilgore can't hold on to it, and A.B. Najee comes up. Remember him from last year, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Zerbel now guarding Chuck Robinson, and Trojans come up with a rebound. Hofer for three. Boom, Adam Hofer.
There we go. James Valley Christian.
And he's really turning it on. I'm sorry, yeah, James Valley Christian, but he's just had after a little bit of a slow start, just had a great season. I think you could make a small argument for an MVP, team MVP. And here's an easy one for Robinson.
Yeah, and three perimeter guys, John, who've been really good for us at different spots during the year, including Boomsma, Heiser, and Hofer. Needed all three of these guys.
Yeah, and a lot of times they're on the court at the same time. Now Kilgore alone, he's going up strong, and Robinson blocks it. And look at Mayville's going to not head up with the same intensity as the women's team, but pretty close. Doesn't look like Josh DeWitt is thinking about shooting, though. So here Bars gets the steal. Ian Bars, Rapid City. And Boomsma, step back, gets it to Kilgore, now takes it back. You can tell he wants to load for that first three of the night. Nice little roll, just rolls out. Nice shot, though.
Nice floater over the lane.
So Najee is going to be at the top. A lot of running screens. They do some switching, too. So that Quinn has got Najee. Again, almost all these players seems like they're coming back from last year. It's a very recognizable team. Antar Johnson also getting set to check in. Here's Bars at the elbow. Defended. And Boomsma is going to take the three. In and out. But Zerbel hustles and gets it. Trojans reset. 5-3, Comets lead.
Good patience, get in there.
Kilgore picks up his first basket. Kyle Kilgore, and ties his game at 5.
That's just good basketball IQ for him, knowing his opponent.
Yep. Nice spin move, but not enough left after that. And who are they going to call?
I think Kilgore batted that out. But you can already see this game, like the men, a little more fluid. The ebb and flow was a little more even. But still, both teams playing really aggressively.
And only one foul in the game in the first 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Unlike the women, they had 6 by now. I talked to Coach Dittman briefly after the game. I talked about the high scoring. He said, well, with all those fouls and the clock is stopping while people are scoring. I think he said they scored 42 or shot 42 free throws. Offensive rebound. And another steal by Zerbel.
Right in the right place at the right time.
Bars moves. He's going baseline. Gets hit. Now swings it out to Hofer. Boomsma slicing through. Goes all the way. Block. Robinson's got a couple blocks already. As we pass the 16-minute mark. 5 all.
Off the leg.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Zerbal just makes his coach look like a brilliant genius by playing great hustle D, being in the right spot at the right time.
5-all. We're just underway here. 15:53 remaining. We're back at the Dakota State University Fieldhouse. Trojans and Comets tied at 5. Hofer gets it low to Kilgore, and Kyle picks up his second field goal. He has 4 points to lead both teams in scoring.
And I think that's a matchup you can go to a lot of the night here, as Kilgore, exceptionally good with the ball down low. Facing the basket or backing it.
Trojans with 4 steals already, and Comets, those 4 steals plus 1 other turnover for 5 total turnovers. Missed shot.
There it is.
Bars in and out. Got a couple of those so far. Still just a 2-point Trojan lead, although I think they've been outplaying the Comets so far. They're going to let that one. Oh, good hustle by Robinson.
Long arm.
That long jump hook off the glass. Did he call glass, Mark?
I didn't hear it, and if it didn't hear it, it didn't go in. He does well. You know, he salvages that play and then makes something of it, so good for him.
Here's Zerbal at the top. He gets it to Bars, gives him a high screen. Kilgore again, nice move. Tries to get the floater, not enough. He was undecided whether he was going to go glass or float on that, and Robinson misses the first one, picks up the second one, and it's in and out. He's leading both teams in attempts so far.
Robinson really active on the glass there. He's had a couple low post touches.
Here's Kilgore at the elbow. Now he's looking for Hofer. Plenty of substitutes for both teams. 3 Trojans and 2 Comets waiting at the scoring table. And Bars ready to... Oh. The problem was Bars had a one-on-one with the Comet defender, but 2 others were coming, and that gets an easy basket for Mayville to take the lead.
And you teach your guys to run.
Zerbal, nice move, but can't quite get the left-hander to go. I think it kind of, slipped out of his hand.
He probably rushed that shot a bit, knowing somebody was just right there over his shoulder.
Meager, Heiser, and Folkers all set to check in for the Trojans. Nice stutter step. And a little cleanup there for Kari Robinson, the sophomore from Minneapolis. Chuck Robinson's the senior from Minneapolis. Can we guess that they're brothers, Mark?
They sure look like brothers. Long and lean.
Exactly. Similar build, tall. Here's Hofer at the top. Still 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now they get it to Kilgore on the baseline. 6 seconds now. Kyle, nice floater.
Seems like he could do that all day, John.
It does, and he's got 6 points already out of the Trojans 9. That might be worth going to. Let's get a 30-point night for him. This scoring pace much more reasonable than the women's game. Again, Coach Dittman crediting a lot of that high scoring to the fact that all these free throws, clock stop, and people scoring. 12:19 remaining in the first half. And Mayville comes up with another basket. 8 points for Chuck Robinson. He leads both teams in scoring, 8 of the Comets' 13. Here's Hofer for 3 off the back of the rim. Yeah, I think Chuck's going to put up a double-double tonight. It just feels like it, doesn't it?
Love to see that. If it gets us a W.
Whatever it takes. And a 2-pointer. That was Terrence Lockett, the 6'1" junior from West Palm Beach, Florida. So from West Palm Beach to Mayville, North Dakota. That's a hike. I don't think there's any direct flights, is there?
I'm thinking about, what does this guy do for 30 to below? Yeah, I don't know. It's It's fun to watch Mayville. They appear to just be very good at their shot selection. I don't know that they've missed many, and they've taken shots that look well within their ranges.
Heiser to Bars. Now they get it inside to Folkers. Meager starts to go baseline, comes back. Bars goes up strong and gets the basket and the foul.
That's great ball movement on Dakota State's part. Both of these teams, they a little under 500, not exactly where they want to be, and both looking at tonight as an opportunity to log that W, a winnable team, and to make a climb in the conference standings.
4-point Comet lead. We're at 11 minutes remaining in the first half. And we're going to call a foul on the Trojans.
Heiser gets a little reach there.
First foul on Dakota State tonight.
Mayville 10 and 12, DSU 6 and 9.
And they'll call the travel.
Now Meager comes in for Zerbel here, and he's been in a little while. But there's just a little more offense for Meager. There's just a little bit more better ball movement.
Folkers out to Heiser. Tries to push it in, doesn't work. Nice shot, but doesn't going to go. They're going to say this one belongs to Mayville. Darnell Landon, the senior from Woolbridge, Ontario. We remember him too. Fast player, can really get it up the court. Garrick Droog, sophomore forward in. Too easy. Najee comes up with it. Najee is more like the old DAC conference point guards. A guy who can score, usually pretty strong. He's got some elevation. Bars goes up. Can't quite finish it. And they'll call this on Mayville, though.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, John. Kind of like those Huron guys.
Yeah. Yep, strong point guards, can still elevate, score. They were tough for us during some of the lean years of the Trojans a decade ago. Jabril Powell in for the Trojans. Bars at the elbow. It's one of his favorite spots. This one's off the back of the rim. And Mayville pushes it. Bronco dishes. And, yep, they're going to call this on Bronco. Another Hudson, Florida. 5 players, Mark, on the Mayville team from another country. Ireland.
5'10", and they list him at 6. That's very generous.
Well, but think of it. You got 3 or 4 guards for the Trojans. Hofer, Boomsma, Heiser, and Powell can all fly.
Yeah.
Now Nathaniel Rowan in too. He didn't play much last time. Last time we were at home. Here's Folkers, gets blocked by Chuck Robinson. He's going to wait for him. No. Robinson had delusions of grandeur there for bringing down the house. But
he was trailing and waiting.
But Bronco just went ahead and finished it off anyway.
And so these guys have a great transition game. We got to be a little more careful with the ball.
Meager hits the ground, then posts up. Now sets a screen for Rowan. Goes baseline, finds Folkers, but intercepted right in front of him by Landon. We used to argue against those long cross-court passes, but those are those have just become too important to teams, and they don't turn them over very often.
Yeah, those skip passes. And here's the other thing. It makes a defense, especially in your zone defense, it makes that defense shift.
Right. It's way overweighted to the ball side, and that skip pass then can find a guy wide open. 19-12, Comets lead, and they have the ball. 8:52 remaining in the first half. Pace slowing down just a little bit. Now they'll reset again. Bronco at the top. He's guarded by Heiser. Gets a high screen from Robinson and slices through. Finds his teammate. Jordan Villabroom, the senior from Orr, Minnesota. Here's Heiser. He's at the top of the key, looking for Hofer. Oh, had a cutting Hofer on the baseline, couldn't get to him. Heiser now
struggling to get our shot off.
Yeah, really are. In fact, we're doing a lot of things right, but you have to credit Mayville again, and they're going to rotate lots of guys in too. Trojans have already played 11 players.
Looks like another set of brothers, the Quins.
Hofer couldn't get that one to fall. That's, oh, you think you'd make a call there, but they don't. Meager took a charge.
Probably inside the circle.
Yeah, that little semicircle. Heiser goes up strong. And stolen. He was trying to get it to Meager, but Mayville was there. Boy, this is just a relentless pace. 21-12, Comets lead by 9. 7.5 minutes remaining first quarter. Robinson, the elbow jumper. It gets fouled in the act of shooting by Meager. He will go to the line for just 2.
Trojan foul number 25. Personal. Line for Comets shooting 2, Chuck Robinson.
Robinson 8 points so far.
Seems like we had a little offensive momentum when this other unit was on. We'll call them the first unit tonight. Stalled since then, but I think also Mayville's out on the perimeter defending those 3-point shots.
Yep.
Disrupting all of our movement.
You know, Bars has 3 points. He's been active. Kilgore's just comes back into the game now, but he leads the Trojans in scoring. He tries to dish it off to Boomsma. They'll call a travel. It's always kind of a judgment call, Mark. A guy dives for a ball and hustles. You'd think that would be rewarded or at least neutral. They call him travel. So the common thing these days seems to be try to call a timeout to avoid that turnover. Here are the Comets, 23-12. And they slide through again. Now this lead starting to widen up. They more than doubled the Trojans at the moment. Coach Gary Garner telling the guys on the bench what they need to do when they get in. Here's Zerbel pass to Boomsma.
Whoa.
He hits the floor, blocked by Robinson. Trap in the corner. He tries to hit it. Zerbel again hustles, gets it to Boomsma, and he'll get fouled. Foul looks like it's going to be on Aiden Quinn, the freshman from Belfast. Connor Quinn, also a freshman, but I thought Connor played last year. They have them both listed as freshmen.
The pride of the Irish, the Quinn boys.
Oh, Quinn.
They're both ballers. They
yeah
play nice basketball.
Boomsma gets it to Zerbal.
Perfect.
How about a dunk out of that, Taylor?
That's what he needs. Stop that bleeding, see the ball go through the net, get a stop, and then go down and execute again.
Yeah, just a little bit for confidence. And they tap it away, but Robinson's going to go glass. This one rolls around and good.
High off the glass. Nice touch. So close.
12 points already for Chuck Robinson. He's got a couple of blocks already, too. I haven't looked up rebounds yet, but this is a tough one for Boomsma to drive on. They've got some shot blockers. No call here.
Probably a good no call.
Yeah. And they'll call another timeout. Coach Gary Garner trying to get his team to get a break here. The defensive timeout that he's been talking about. Offensive, yes, only 14 points so far this half, but at least some of those are just good shots that don't fall. So I would guess that here's Boomsma for three off the back of the rim. That's an example. Brendan hits many of those. And again, to get one shot at it. Here's Najee. He slices through. Now this time good defense on that pick and roll. They switch back, so Zerbal goes down low on Villebrun. But Villebrun gets 2 offensive rebounds.
And
that's got to upset Coach Garner.
3 Dakota State guys under the rim.
And stolen by Hofer. Right in his hands. I could steal that.
Yeah, he was surprised too.
Now they're going to reset. Get in their regular triangle offense. Zerbal gets to the free throw line. Tries to set a screen for Hofer, who gets a nice open jumper. That's going to be short. Taylor's on the floor, and they're going to say it's off Villebrun. So DSU keeps it. 29-14, still a double. Trojans 14 points, Mark, in the first 16 minutes is not usually what we do.
They're going to hear about that.
Yep. Now Boomsma. Boom, hits the three.
There we go. Take the lid off the basket.
Yep. And a confidence booster for Brendan. Knocked away by Adam Hofer.
Still that ball, John, has to go into Kilgore. He did so nicely early in the game of just going one-on-one with his man. Scored, what, 3 or 4 times in the paint?
Yep. He has 6 points on 3 field goals. Now Meager comes in for Zerbal.
Also in for the Covers, Landon.
Coach always loves the hustle that Taylor brings.
Good idea.
Yep.
That was almost there. But Trojan did a nice job of switching on that defensive stop there.
Connor Quinn in for Bronco. Again, liberal substitutions for Mayville and the Trojans. DSU having played 11 players. Here's a turnover for DSU. Although I see Adam Fiddler has his jersey off. Did he come in? I didn't notice.
I didn't notice either. I don't think he's been in.
And it rolls around.
Now that's just lucky.
Yeah, that shouldn't
That
count.
ball looked like it was on the way out. They're going to tell us that was an assist. Not buying that.
12-point lead now back to 14, and then they're going to pick up the Johnson. Antar Johnson's going to pick up the foul. 6-foot senior guard from Stanton, Virginia.
Hofer sells the hole, does a nice job, but that's a fun way to, well, a good way to get back into the game is just work your way to the line somehow.
17 fouls now on Mayville, and Adam can't hit the front end of the 1-and-1. Only 3 team fouls on the Trojans. And this half is only 3 minutes from being gone. See, there's a lot of that, Mark.
Yeah.
You know, that drive down the middle, and they don't have to get right next to the basket. They're talented enough to get it off the glass from 5, 6, 7 feet away.
Right, and he came from the other side of the perimeter.
Boomsma, a little too long for him, but Heiser comes out. He immediately goes to the three-point line. Now they're going to reset. A new shot clock with that. Boomsma not being shy to get that up. This one doesn't fall. Heiser hustles into the band. Now Boomsma is going to come out.
And on the other side,
in.
yeah, sorry, John, defensively, we just seem to be chasing those guys from the perimeter. So if we're not going to play help D and we're going to play man, we just got to communicate.
Well, the trick, of course, is to having help, whether it's Kilgore or Meager, but then someone has to pick up their guy on that rotation.
That's going to come.
Yep.
And Meager, nice job reading that.
Kyrie Robinson picks up the foul, and that's going to be his first. 18 fouls now. Offensive rebounds, of course, don't result in free throws, but 18 fouls for Mayville, just 3 for the Trojans. Bars can hit that, and he doesn't.
Just all those shots off the front of the rim, maybe just not spots the guys like. Maybe the ball just doesn't fall, but they got maybe 3, 4 possessions, and they need to make the best of those and score on a few of those. They're in this game.
Here's Chuck Robinson at little travel, and they'll call that.
Yeah, it looks like Robinson was getting ready to drive there from the three-point line. Kilgore gave him just tons of room. His quickness.
And a kick. The whistle didn't come right away, and Heiser goes, come on. So Trojan offense, again, man-to-man defense for the Comets. Here's that where they try to get into Kilgore, but Kyrie Robinson playing defense there. The floater doesn't go, but it gets his own rebound. That'll stay DSU's ball. So
I'm glad to see Kilgore going to work underneath the rim. I think he's really good there. See if we can
I
put
agree, and you know, it's such hard work. Sometimes it's hard to get the touch on that shot, but smooth as can be. Ian Barse hits the 3.
There we go.
33-20, back to within 13. So if they can get this near 10 points for the halftime, I think it would be a success. We'll need a couple of stops. Good defense both times there. They do have to advance that ball, right, Mark? That's there is a 5-second call at this level. Boom!
A killer backbreaker.
The G gets the 3 back.
Yeah, if that wasn't 5, it was very close.
Again, Trojans in the triangle offense. Barse, there's Meager for 3. Nothing but net for Derek Meager. Believe it or not, his first 3 points of the night. So he gets on the scoreboard. Less than a minute to go. Back to 13 points. Kyrie Robinson gets it. Kilgore gets a steal. He might want to hold up. He does. Little lob pass back. And Heiser comes up with that.
They can go 2 for 1 if they want.
And they choose to. And Heiser's going to get, boom.
I think that Heiser gets the benefit of the doubt there on that one.
He will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
He did get jarred. He was...
Well, yeah, that was like a football play.
Yeah,
right?
Stopped in his tracks there, Tanner.
I think my ribs would be hurting. I think he took a shoulder in the ribs.
His older sister, DSU graduate, she's teaching, and his older brother, of course, you know, played here for a year until his wrist broken.
He's got a younger brother floating around too, I think, doesn't he? I thought I've seen him at, anyway.
Let's make sure we got, you know.
Line him up.
Got him lined up.
A little extra arc on that shot. It doesn't fall. So 13-point lead. Trojans still might get that possession back. There's about 4 seconds difference between the game and shot clocks. A lot of dribbling. But again, I don't see anyone counting the 5-second thing.
Like you said.
That's that shot. But Kyrie Robinson, he dishes it off. Now block. I can't tell who that was, but he had to try to hustle, and there wasn't try to get that off before with the second half. Trojans get the ball. New starting lineup for the Trojans. Tanner Heiser in place for Brendan Boomsma. Otherwise, it's the same. Looks like it's the same for Mayville. They get it into Zerbel. Remember, he got the start in the first half and put some hustle stuff on the board. Now, that's a good ball movement as we've seen tonight, Mark.
Good, well said. And let's see them they kind of maybe extend that little run that they had at the end of the first half. A little more better offensive execution, better passing.
Yep, great passing on that play. 2 passing leading to Kilgore's dunk. But Mayville's going to, again, they drive all the way. Oh, nice play. Bronco went to the other side. He didn't have a height advantage, but he ended up going past the basket to create some space, then going high off the glass. Here's Heiser. He fakes the 3, drives through. Tanner was thinking about Kilgore for a second, and Zerbel's baseline jumper. He was just floating a little bit, Mark. He wasn't quite squared up.
Yeah, he's moving, and he didn't seem like he really had a confidence on that pass.
Chuck Robinson threw it up, kind of was off balance. There's no foul there, of course, but he kind of looks up at the referee with those plaintive eyes.
Yeah.
It wasn't anger, just like,
where's my call?
Kind of puppy dog thing. Like.
And the Trojans 4 on 5, and they just got to read that advantage, but they never did.
Kilgore squares up, goes up strong. Oh, ooh. Can't quite get it to roll. I was worried Kyle was going to be too far under, but he made lemonade out of lemons. Now you've got Jay Hulls in your class. Any other Trojans in you're teaching or advising this semester?
I had to tell you who is a really fun student to have, and I've enjoyed him in my class, is Nathaniel Rowan. Brilliant young man. Great. He'll be a great educator. But other than those guys, no.
I guest lectured to a class that Kyle Kilgore was in. I'm sure he listened the whole time. I'm pretty sure.
Copious notes in his possession from the honorable and esteemed Dr.
Josh
Hunter.
I brought up the esteemed thing to Josh between games. Here's Barce. He's going to get called for the foul. He tips it away, but they'll call the foul on that anyway. 38-26. Next time out, we'll get some updated stats for you through the first half and the first few minutes of the second half. Now a wide open Villebrun, but they're going to let him shoot. Going to come up with the steal? Nope. And drains it for Darnell Landon. He now has 8 points on the night, and the lead back to 14.
Those loose balls just kind of find their way into Mayville's hands.
Barce, sweet jumper.
Pretty shot.
Chuck Robinson gets double teamed. Villebrun now out for the 3. That's trouble. You know who that is, of course. A.B. Najee. And he has 11 points, second on the team in scoring behind Robinson. Long 3 for Barce.
Oh,
nothing but net. Ian Barce now in double figures for the Trojans.
Barce showing his range. Najee's got nothing on him.
Back to 12 points. Oh, and tipped away. Who's going to come up with this? I think it's Kaiser. He goes up strong. Oh, my goodness. Can't quite finish it off.
Well, good hustle on his part. Thought he'd get the call.
Yeah, I was surprised, too. He got the hustle past Landon. I thought Landon was going to outrun him, and Tanner took it away. Villebrun is not about to shoot it, is he?
No green light on that one.
Unless he's inside. Here's Kilgore.
Oh, boy, a little sloppy. A little travel.
Yeah.
How many pump fakes can you do and not move?
I think even if your feet are set, you can't have more than 4 pump fakes.
Right. And Bronco, I say, what?
Oh, funny.
So just boom, boom.
Yep.
Turnovers, nobody able to capitalize, and we still have the same margin, pretty close to the close of the first half. I like to see us stop and just kind of bucket at a time, get closer.
Yeah, I think you're so eager to do some good things and work hard that Kilgore just, once he got that steal, wanted to take off. Meager creating some space. Nice spin. Gets it to Kilgore. Can he go up? And he gets the, oh, I thought he was going to get a foul too.
Boy, and Meager, credit him. He's tiptoeing the baseline and finds the open guy. Really heads up play.
And Kilgore scores against both Robinsons on that double team.
Thinking Bars gets over there in the passing lane. And he's going to get screened, stay on top. Good man.
Yep. And they'll call timeout. It's a full timeout. So let's head for the stat page, see what things look like. Replaced them with great players and had a good season. But here's another stat pops out. Brendan Boomsma, 1 for 7. And that's not like him, 1 for 5 from three-point land. Here's Robinson. He forces that one.
Had to be, yeah.
They called a travel. That's probably the right call.
That's a lucky call because he just kind of bullied in there and could have easily been a call on him.
Yep.
So now we get a stop. We get a chance to put this in single digits.
So again, same starting lineup that we started the half with the exception of, oh, nice play, Kilgore. Hofer gets the ball to him so low, Mark. That was way down on the block.
And Kilgore goes either way, left, right. Big battle, big battle.
Meager comes to help and stolen by Hofer.
Hofer read that like a book.
Now he gets it to Bars. Bars smartly gets it over to Heiser. He wants the 3. Now Hofer will take it instead off the front of the rim, but Meager the tip
Meager.
As he was being held. The fans love it here as the Trojans pull back to within 6.
That's a 6-0 run.
5 new Comets. Is that a statement, Mark? Get all these guys off. Meager almost gets a steal, and Chuck Robinson with a sweet jumper.
Man. I like the energy.
That's just a 2, though, so yeah, I do too, but the coach is sending in 5 new. I think if this goes much longer, he may send in 6 or 7. Trojans using some nice patience. Here's Barstow. That might have been a little impatient.
Yep. And what I like defensively is that Comets have had to shoot a few threes that they didn't shoot in the first half. And one found its range, but they're not getting those cuts. They're not getting those baskets under the rim that they used to.
Yep, I think you're right. Also, I think it might be a little later in the shot clock that we're stopping some of those first efforts. And here's a nice, the floater. Holy smokes. Nice play for Darnell. Landon.
Nobody on that team does it better than him.
He has 10 points. Now in double figures also. Gets to Kilgore, who's 13 points. A little juke there. Decides it's not there. Wants it again. He gets it. Oh, my. Oh, he missed it. Just
Great
a little
move.
too much, though.
Great move.
Yep.
And he knows he's got a little slower defender. Gets the ball a little out past the block, but he can get by him. The G.
And Bars is going to come up, and it looks like boom.
Oh, what?
No call.
Maybe loose ball.
Meager thinks about it. So does Heiser. He's going to go all the way, and Tanner Heiser.
Hey, protects the ball, finds the rim.
He did. It was almost off the heel of his hand a little bit, too, there at the end. But
he tucks it like a football. It's got to.
It's like the Bulldogs. Yeah. Brody Fredrickson. Here's another. Oh, nice pass inside to Villebrun.
He sees the double, finds his man. Great execution.
Droog shot that shot before. I think they figured he was going to shoot again from the previous possession. Now it's back to 10 after working down to 6. Hofer gets it to Heiser. Little hesitation, so now they kind of restart. Still 10 seconds on the shot clock. They get it to Kilgore, can't find Heiser fast enough. And gets the foul call, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Trojans now, everybody's working, everybody's trying to find a spot to be. Much more consistent this half in every possession.
So Kyle goes to the line for 2. He's got 13 points already. And rims out. Coach Garner ready to set in Justin Folkers for Kilgore. And he missed both of them. But Tanner Heiser comes up with the offensive rebound. He smartly gets it all the way back out. There's a temptation, Mark, just to go straight back up with that, and that would have been trouble. Get a new shot clock. Now Heiser fires. Boom!
Oh, that's what he was saving it for. He knows he's spot.
Oh, boy, I love this team. I really do.
Get a stop.
Heiser, of course, went to Northern for 2 years. He was heavily recruited by Coach Garner, and Gary said, and here's a steal by Heiser. Hofer comes up with it. Nice pass to Kilgore. Boom! He gets fouled. Oh, boy, I get nervous.
Me too.
I was calculating how far it was to Madison Regional Hospital.
He was just,
oh, man.
like a cat, though. El Gato lands on his feet.
That away. Yeah, with this, with these short stands, too, I mean, he could have landed in the second row without touching the floor. So let's see if Kyle can hit this free throw now. He's missed 3 straight.
I don't think Mayville knew, send him to the line rather than give him the free one.
Right. Again, so few fouls in this game. 3 in this half is all on Mayville, 1 on the Trojans. Of course, no one in foul trouble. Meager has 2.
There we go.
And we're almost midway through. And so Trojans do pull it back to 6.
Back to 6, and Coach Garner tighter on his rotation here this half. Seeing some productivity from his lineup. That's good.
Villebrun carries it for a moment, no call. Hofer tries to steal on Chuck Robinson. Now Blanco gets down low. He gets doubled. They're trying to find an open mind. Najee. See how much later in the shot clock this is, Mark, from the good Trojan D.
Yeah, great D.
Villebrun gets blocked by Meager. No. I don't think it's on Derek, though. I think it was somewhere else.
Maybe Heiser down there on the baseline.
I think it
but
could
they
have been.
Defended that so well. Shame to see him get that foul.
No, they do call that on Meager. It's his 3rd. And again, with 11:42 left, I don't think that's enough to affect the rotation, Mark.
Probably not. Villebrun, let's see what he's got from the line. Probably perfect. Darn.
You did your best. Well, he was 0 for 0, so we are looking to see what he can do. But I doubt if he could hit 2 in a row.
That's how it's done. Good job, Derek Meager.
Yeah, protects that ball. It could have just as easily gone to Landon. Boy, they are quick. Now,
Folker bats it.
Yep. Justin started. He was a starter first game of the year, and his minutes have not kept up. Nevertheless, I think he's got a bright future.
Absolutely.
I think it's just a big switch on learning the college game, frankly. It's just in and out. And offensive rebound. Villebrun double teamed, but he does find an open teammate. Najee, boom, hits the 3.
Yeah, he's good. He doesn't appear to like to shoot from the line. But you're saying about Folkers, yeah, right.
Coming from Mission, South Dakota to college basketball is a big jump.
Yeah, one of those right river boys. And he just needs to kind of firm up, get a little stronger. There he's got a little bit of a...
Yeah, work on that hook. The key is disguising the hook.
Yep.
You have to paint your arm the color of your opponent's uniform.
Yep, and I agree with you. Folkers, bright future. Want to hang on to him and get him in the weight room, work with him, and he could be a Joe Backus kind of player.
Yeah, I mean, certainly well coordinated, smart. Here's Bars. Oh, and it gets a nice pass to Iser. Not sure he was looking for it, but Zerbel with the offensive glass. They'll reset. And Tanner for three. Boom! Tanner Heiser.
Off balance. Looks like he almost jumped off 1 foot on that one.
Now you notice Boomsma has not played this half after starting the first half.
Just that cold shooting.
Yeah.
And how do you take Heiser off the floor?
You can't now.
No.
Here's Folkers come up with it. Yeah, they're all. No, that's all Hollywood. Here's Heiser again.
Oh man, alive! You know, and Justin Folkers, when he throws that, when he gives that screen, he's got to cut to the basket.
Yep.
You just got to know.
Yep. Good point.
We'll take the 3. Now we're going.
Back to within 4. Villebrun gets it to Chuck Robinson. He'll get an easy one underneath. And now with 18 points on the night, he leads all scorers.
Yeah, hard to match the quickness of Robinson, especially Folkers, the freshman.
I think Heiser is a good. Oh, and a pass to Zerbal.
Zerbal.
Play.
Double reverse.
Yeah, I know.
No look.
Yeah, that was kind of a left hand on the right side as he's falling back. But Tanner Heiser gets credit for that one too. Villebrun, he's going to take a free throw. No good. Bars comes up with it. Gets it to Hofer, a 2-on-2. And they pull that one back. Again, I think
Oh, I thought that was going in.
In the words of Kevin Costner, you ride her, she bucks you. And so he was just going to keep shooting threes. Now I think the coach can take him out, but he couldn't before if you're on a hot streak like that.
No, and that was close. I still think he shoots those.
Just a 4-point lead, but Najee is going to be an air ball.
Air ball. He was on the line,
And that'll get some students calling air ball. Bars wants the 3. No, too hard. Zerbal offensive rebound. Robinson had his hand in the net. They'll wait. Oh, they're so eager to get something done. Now they smartly bring it back. Let's reset that thing. Where they're within 4 points, you can close it to 2. They get it to Zerbal, 6 points. Hofer goes to the pass to Folkers. Misses the easy one.
Exactly what they wanted.
Just as the shot clock was expiring, Hofer, a perfect dig. And Folkers goes too long on it. Good play for the Trojans, but no points. Villebrun to Robinson, and that's going to go off Chuck's hands and out of bounds. Now they're bringing in Boomsma and Kilgore. Folkers and Bars coming out.
Folkers, good job. Missed it easy. There won't be many of those. He'll learn. But boy, I like the way we've played these last 6 minutes.
I'll say. 4 points, it's anyone's game. 7:48 remaining in the game. 2 terrific basketball games and 2 different styles, Mark.
Yeah.
This, remember, Lady Trojans 109-101 loss. We're at half those scores now. But just as good a game. Here's Boomsma to Heiser. They're keeping Tanner in for all the good things he's doing. Now he gets it across to Brendan. Kilgore says, I'm taking this into my own hands. Double spin. Robinson effectively guards it. 3 seconds. Heiser wants it. Can't do it. Powell tried to throw it up, but it was after the buzzer.
Yeah, Heiser, you can't give the guy the ball with 1 second.
Right.
You've got to shoot that. I know he was covered. That's okay. Just a hiccup on our way to a comeback.
7:10 remaining in the game. Trojans trail by just 4. Here's Robinson, the other Robinson.
Boy, great.
Kyrie Robinson, and he now has 4 points. What we presumed brother Chuck, 18 points. Boomsma kicks it out to Powell. This time he's got to get his feet set. No good. Rebound goes to Connor Quinn. I don't know how to do an Irish accent, Mark, so I'm not going to try. Here's Kyrie Robinson, throws it in.
So he's instant offensive, kind of stemmed our run.
Takes it back to 8.
Let's get Kilgore in this game. Here we go.
They're going to call a foul on Mayville. Comet players asking for a travel, but I think that was a correct call.
Yeah, we like it.
Yeah, correct from our standpoint.
We like it.
Just the first personal on Chuck Robinson. Of course, he's had blocks, played good defense. He and Kilgore, that's as good a matchup as the conference has.
It's been fun to watch those guys, both really mobile. Yep. Inside, both with kind of a little bit of perimeter shot. Now he goes off, but Kilgore, to win this game, we're just going to need him to be potent from inside.
Now that Meager with the rebound. He gets pushed around a lot, but they're gonna call a foul here.
Well, I just thought that was.
I think they maybe said the shot clock maybe shouldn't have restarted. You know, Hofer's shot hit the rim, though, right?
Yeah, I thought it did. So
Hofer jukes his defender. They both end up on the ground. Adam gets up first, so he said, I'll take the 12-footer. Boy, that's something you don't often see in the women's game, Mark, is that when they're struggling to get the ball in, everyone's trying to coming to the ball.
Yeah.
You know, Kyle was the secondary option on that, and he didn't get it the first time. He just kept working until he got an open spot and they could get it in.
You know, and so here's a possession. 2 fouls on Mayville takes us to the line, and we're 6-2 on the foul differential, and that could be good for us.
Here's a number you don't like to see. Free throws tonight for the Trojans, 3 for 9.
And here's the guy that.
So 3 for 10. He's 2 for 7 from the line.
Here's the offender. Come on, Kyle. We're challenging you on this.
The fact is, he shot 7 of the 10 free throws. So let's see him get this one. Oofda.
Yep. Well, Mayville knows. You know, challenge him.
6 for 11 from the field, just 2 for 8 from the free throw line. Good defense by the Trojans. Kyrie Robinson trying to work his way in. And they have to restart. Now Aiden Quinn goes for 3. Oh, that was a long 2, but nice rebound from Kilgore. 8 points. Heiser wants to slice through. It gets stolen. Still wants a teammate, and it's Boomsma. Mayville's recovering quickly on those threes. Oh, that was the 3 to take.
Yep.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Boomsma gets hit. Good hustle on Brendan's part to slice through there.
Yep, and so we shoot
1-and-1
from now on. Boomsma, I think, a little safer from the free throw line.
Yeah, that's the way to increase that number. But now a host of Comets come in again. They've got the depth to do this.
Yeah, and it's probably worth saying, you know, just for fun, we got a minute. His brother Seth, sprinter, already in the indoor season is a national qualifier in the 60 and the 200 indoor.
Just a great season so far. He's the men's indoor track and field player of the week this year in the North Star Athletic Association. That was at the SDSU Division II Invitational at Brookings.
Mm-hmm. Do you think their mom said, boys, I'm tired of you fighting all the time. You're going to run track and you're going to play basketball. You're going to have
it's like the Giles 2 girls, 2 of the 3 triplets. And
yeah.
Jenny, a terrific gymnast, and Jesse, a great basketball player, both sophomores.
Got a little elbow. Let's see what we got. No, that's going to be on Meager. Yeah, fun to watch those girls, and sometimes you let them carve their own path.
Yeah, that's. I don't think there's much of a choice there,
but both those girls.
I'll tell you a story about Joe Namath at the next break about deciding careers.
Oh, I thought it was going to be, you know, one of his parties you went to or something.
No, I didn't go to any of those. Well, I'll tell it to you real fast. He was drafted by the Cubs and offered a $50,000 signing bonus. And he sat down with his older brother and his mom. His dad was gone at the kitchen table and said, Mom, and the older brother said, Mom, what do you want Joe to do? And she said, oh, I want Joey to go to college. And his older brother hit his fist on the table and said, then he's going to college, and that's that. So he didn't sign with the...
We've got the free throw advantages. We've probably got fresher legs as we've gone a little deeper.
You know, I was just thinking about this. This kind of Wednesday, Saturday lineup, I think, is much better for the quality of basketball from a stamina standpoint, rather than kind of Saturday, Sunday, or that sort of thing. Heiser thinks about the three. Instead, he puts his head down and charges. Meager just off the edge, and Heiser's able to come up with it. Tanner is going to get hustle player of the game. He wants the three-pointer. Not the best shot. A little long, but you can't question his tenacity.
No.
Nice pass from Villebrun, and an easy one that Barsh is going to come up with. Still 8 points after about 40 seconds run off the clock since that timeout, and neither team scores. Heiser probably the season high in minutes. See, that's the thing about this defense is that the defender, the primary defender, stays with him, and Robinson's still there. You know,
yeah.
He's still waiting in the wings.
He's still big, long, and lean. And at some point in that last timeout, Coach Garner said, guys, we can go to the rim. And two things can happen. You make it or you get fouled, because we're not going to miss. As Heiser makes me, exposes me.
We can't miss. Shouldn't miss.
No, that's good game planning, though. Go to the rim, draw the foul, get to the line.
Trojans still 5 for 14 from the line. Now 5 for 15. 33% from the line is not going to win you a college basketball game.
Boy, that might be the stat of the day, John.
Yep. Maybe you can ask that of Coach Garner post-game. I don't really want to. Here's Villebrun over to Landon. Now Blanco. And they're going to call the offensive foul. It's going to be on Chuck Robinson, only his second.
I'm going to offer your services as a free throw specialist, John.
Okay. Yeah, they have a DH in the American League. They should have a DFS, designated free throw shooter.
I like the way you're thinking. That'd be a contract I'd be willing to sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
No banging.
If NFL kickers never get any contact, they should have free throw shooters do the same thing. Here's Heiser slicing through, not sure what to do. He kicks it back to Bars. Trojans still working. It's down to 10 seconds. Off Bars. No, we got lucky there. I'm pretty sure.
Very lucky.
I think Bronco hit it, but I think it may have hit Bars after that. It was a bang-bang play, and we're 80 feet away, so I'm not sure that's true. Still 8 seconds left. Heiser gets it. Tanner wants it. Now Meager shoots it to himself off the back of the rim, but they come up with it. Shoot it again, Derek. Now tipped away by Robinson. Look at him get down the field. He's the first one.
I know. He moves fast.
Meager had to chase him because Kilgore was guarding him. So we'll call a timeout. That's a full timeout.
John, that last possession, just 2
minute of floor play. Let's give you the lineups again. For the Trojans, Heiser, Hofer, Meager, Kilgore, Bars. For the Comets, Robinson, Bronco, Landon, and Nagy. Here's Chuck Robinson. He goes up strong, blocked by Kilgore, but they'll call a foul probably on Kyle. It would be just his first. Nevertheless, it's in the act of shooting, so that's a 2-shot foul. And Chuck is 2 for 2. I'm trying to think of something cute to say here to make him miss this, but
well,
what about that rotation on that ball?
Flawless. Flawless. And his form.
Oh, my goodness.
Without equal. And his follow-through. There we go.
Boy. Kilgore, another rebound for him.
There we go. Execute something quick. Get points on the board. Even if it's 2. There we go.
Nice. Meager off the glass.
Well done, well done.
Believe it or not, that was Kilgore's just his second rebound of the game. That seems out of place also.
I'm going to try to extend this possession.
Heiser doubling up on Landon. They'll try to take their time, work it down. 7-point lead. You could have called a travel there. They didn't. And Bronco's going to go back. He's in trouble. Chuck Robinson. Nice floater, but who's going to come up with it? It's Bars. Trojans can make some hay here, but I think they have to score this possession. Minute 28, and Hofer's going to go up for 2.
There we
the basket.
go. Fashion 3.
Wow, Adam Hofer.
Both those guys, Heiser and Hofer. Heiser to see it, Hofer to execute.
Leading the Trojans, we were talking about rebounds, Taylor Zerbel with 6.
Like we said, he made his coach look like a genius tonight.
So here's Adam Hofer, nothing but net, and brings the Trojans back to 4. Now Zerbel, the man of the hour, is coming in for Kilgore. Hofer 6 points on the night now.
TSU, they can get 3 possessions in the next 90 seconds. They just need stops.
Meager stays on the floor to guard Robinson, but he has 4 fouls. Robinson's the biggest threat there. They're going to work the clock down under a minute. Here's Heiser. He's guarding Bronco. Nagy hasn't been as active, I don't think, in this half. Landon. Goes the floater, that's good.
That's a tough one.
Meager tried to take the charge there, didn't work. So they work the clock down under a minute and get the basket. So pull this one off.
Love to see them win this on the last second 3. Let's get a little closer.
It's like that game at the Pentagon against Northwestern. Here's Bars, goes all the way to the hole. He gets close. And Landon comes up with it. He had 2 shots at it, so you're going to have to foul or at least get up and play D. They're going to go out now. They're going to pull it back. They need to, well, again but that's just a foul to give. So they get it on the sideline. It stops the clock, sure, but that's a new shot clock, Mark?
Guess it is, yeah.
So that in one sense doesn't help things. Now they can burn it off, so they just got to foul again right away. Right?
Right, yeah.
And then foul again right away. So every 3 seconds that ticks off while you're doing that, again, you get a new shot clock each time you do that. Well, now the shot clock's turned off. I guess it doesn't matter. But Trojans still need to come up with 6 points. 2 quick fouls on Heiser, and Bars tried to foul there, and Heiser's going to get his 3rd consecutive foul. He goes from 1 to 4 in the matter of about 15 seconds. Finally, they put Bronco on the line. Jamal, 2 for 5 from the field, has not yet shot a free throw. He has 2 rebounds and an assist. Now they're going to bring in Terrence Lockett. I don't remember line. Let's make sure we don't get a lane violation here.
Right, and down, and they're down to defend.
Hits the first one, now it extends the lead to 7. So if Bronco can hit the second one, that's an 8-point with 26 seconds. It's looking more remote with each point. But they do still put pressure on the ball, and even after that delays it a couple of seconds. Bars wants the 3, he does. And Meager comes up with the offensive rebound. Tries to foul, he does, and that's it for Derek. 5 fouls on Meager, he gave it his all. And Zerbel's going to come in for him.
Well, a nice second half comeback. Did not quite make it all the way, but got us excited.
Yeah, I can't fault the Trojans for anything except missed free throws tonight. That's about the only thing that can say that.
Yeah.
We may not have had quite the depth that Mayville can bring. They can put 10 players and they all can go to the hole. and they can make a lot of free throws. So overall, 9 for 11. Trojans 6 for 16.
Yeah, that looks like it might be the difference maker. Robinson
ends up with 21 points.
Everything well.
Heiser's about to shoot a 3. And Kilgore tries to get up with it, but that's going to be the ball game. 2 seconds. And that's it from the Dakota State University Fieldhouse. The Mayville State Comets 68, DSU Trojans 58.